smile, lifting up the load. Sweet and helpful, got that cheer. Every friend all year. Witty spark and endless laughs, always bringing near. Yeah, then shoulder soul, sailing wide. Oceans calling true. Travel far and stroll. Travel far, discover more. Seas that sparkle blue. Cruising waves with breeze in hair. Trail without a map. Mom and family side by side. Take another lap. Oh, my land, take us home where the wild winds blow. From Canada to distant shores, with love we'll always go. Oh, my land, light the night, guide us with your flame. With your spirit, we are free, never be the same. Family ties that never break, love that leads the way. In your arms we find the strength, rocking every day. Smiles that shine on rainy days, through the fog and mist. In your warmth, our hearts are held. Feel that gentle kiss. Oh, my land, take us home where the wild winds blow. From Canada to distant shores, with love we'll always go. Oh, my land, light the night, guide us with your flame. With your spirit, we are free, never be the same. Mountains high and valleys low, through it all you stand. Anchor strong in stormy seas, steady as the land. Memory of every trip, laughter on the breeze. With you, life's an endless ride, always here to please.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody hear me okay? I hope so. Thanks, Scott. It's a little bit of everything about me. We can hear and see okay. I got the stuff going on my phone. I got my phone, my computer. I got my phone over here because I might have to go over so I can watch the chat over on my phone. So glad to have everybody in tonight. First, I guess I should bring up a friend in the basement, so she's not lonely down there. How's Roxy tonight? Oh, looks like she's muted. Did you mute yourself or did I mute you?
I have no idea. I'm good. Hello, everybody.
Roxy, we got Chris and Liz and Scott in the chat. So tonight I was just kind of going, I don't know. I was looking through different things and going, I don't know what to do. What's some suggestions? I don't know. So I was looking for things on Googling, and it's like random question generator. It's like, sounds like a plan. So it's going to be, I'll bring up the thing and it's going to be just random questions and we'll see who wants to answer them. So we'll do that in a minute. Well, how are you, Roxy? What have you been up to?
Why is it muted? I don't know why it was. I don't know. But anyway, I went and got candy from the vets, where she stayed while I was gone on my trip. I'm back, had a good time, got to meet my friend.
That's
But
good.
I come back with a crud again.
Oh no.
So, and I know I caught it I caught it from the trip because I started feeling bad the very last couple of hours that night before I had to get up the next morning.
Yeah, well, you get in amongst crowds and stuff. That's perfect time.
Yeah.
Picks up something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to debate on whether I should find something to take before I go away next month, because I don't want to be fighting the crud.
Well, I got to thinking, is there something I know a lot of people take something every day to ward off sicknesses. I said, well, what do you take? What should you take? Vitamin C?
I usually take one called Emergency, but I don't have any right now, so I'll have to wait till.
Yeah, that's the liquid stuff. I'd rather have a pill of some kind.
Well, this is a powder, and you mix it in with water.
Yeah.
There's I think in the States it's one called Airborne, but it's anything that can help boost your immune system.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start taking something and probably take it permanent. Just put it in with my routine.
Liz says they tried it all, and I know she's come back with crud.
Yeah.
Well, I have some of my stuff from Essential Oil Company. It's one that's called On Guard. That I have my hand sanitizer. Of course, oh, there's one up there. Hand sanitizer is called On Guard. I've used it. Actually, this is all I used during the pandemic. I didn't use the alcohol hand sanitizer. I just have this. I have one over there. I have one in my purse. I have one backup. And when I need some more, I have a recipe to make some more. So, but I have little beadlets too of that I can take. We'll see. I think that's what I'll just do. Just wash hands a lot, because I heard that there's a lot of norovirus going around.
Yep. And there's even a virus for the dogs. It's a flu-like virus that the dogs are getting. So it's going around humans and pets.
Don't have to worry about that. Well, the only pet we have around here is a cat. Have a drink. I'm thirsty. And right now, I ran out of my Crystal Light, so I have just ice water. So not quite used to it there. Welcome in, Kenny. Her rum and vodka works well. Yeah, I do have.
Hi, Kitty.
I do have vodka back here. Actually, I think there's a whole bottle downstairs, because my son and his girlfriend are having a Halloween party Saturday. Oh, I might not notice a little vodka missing. I'm just kidding. I don't have anything to mix it with. That's the part that sucks right now. Don't have any mix.
Don't have any orange juice, huh?
Well, they have some frozen stuff in the freezer, but I'll wait. I said to my son that I would help him with the food and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would rather have the crud than norovirus. I can deal with head cold and stuff. I don't want to be puking.
Yep. When my ear stopped up the night before I was supposed to leave, I thought, well, if it had been from the airplane ride, that usually lasts a day and it opens itself up. But it wasn't the airplane ride. I'm gathering.
This reminds me, I need to put gum on my list.
Well, it's just my right ear that stopped up, all on the right side.
Thanks for reminding me. I usually chew gum on takeoff and landing, but I don't know what happened to my gum after the last cruise. That's how often I chew gum. So I'll have to find some. I like one's called Pure. It's sugar free, but it's not aspartame. So I have to find that one. So, anyways, I'm going to bring up the random question generator. See if I can find it. Might have to bring it up bigger so we can see the questions. All right, okay. That's not good there. 1 second. Okay. Anyways, close that. Let's see. Okay, get the advertisement out of the way. There we go.
All right.
So these are random. So go away, you're advertising. This one's been up for a while, so I'll just. What's the story behind your favorite memento? I'm skipping the first one. There we go.
Story behind
Favorite
my
memento.
favorite memento.
I don't know what's my favorite memento right now. Let me see. I'll say one of my favorite cruise mementos is I got a ship on a stick from Roxy's cruise.
Yeah.
And the story behind this is she ended up getting 2 of them from Felipe at 2 different times. He gave her one the night I introduced her to Felipe, the cruise director. And she got one later on in her cabin with a bottle of wine.
Yeah, bottle of champagne.
Bottle of champagne. So she gave one to me. So the one and only ship on a stick I have. Stuffed Tiger got him at a craft fair when I was a young girl, and I can't sleep without him. I've seen many pictures of cruises that Liz has their stuffed tiger in the picture. Is Liz your favorite memento, Chris? I'm just going back to reading. Don't want to get sick before or after your cruise. How about during, Kenny? Let's not get sick during the cruise. Norovirus is the worst. Yep. Oh,
I don't know if I have a favorite memento.
Okay. Well, let's just. Chris married me and my tiger. I lost my picture here. Show scenes panel. Nope, I don't want to see that. I can see it on the TV and that. So let's go back. Go find another. We'll get the random question. When was the last memorable sunrise you witnessed?
Sunrise? I didn't see any sunrises on this trip.
Well, everybody that watched my intro video, right at the end there, the sun was rising when we were back in Port of Galveston, and we were docked behind the Carnival Jubilee. It's a beautiful sunrise, but it was kind of I'm not usually up early enough for sunrises. It says on their last cruise. That's the only thing I don't like about this question generator is they're showing advertisements. Did I hide that ad?
Probably when I was on the Disney cruise.
The Disney cruise, you're up early enough to see a sunrise?
Yeah.
See a lot of sunsets. I don't see as many sunrises. Seen a rainbow tonight though when I came home from my aunt's.
Oh, that was beautiful, I bet.
The sun was shining. There was some dark clouds, but they didn't look like heavy dark clouds like rain or anything. But there was just like a mist coming down, and it was coming down kind of on an angle, like it wasn't coming down hard. I'm looking at it to make sure it wasn't that S word. When I got out of the car, it's just like a mist coming down. I looked across the parking lot, and there's a sun or a rainbow. So I did get some video. So it'll be up before too long. Or it might be up soon. It might be up sometime in the next month because I've got short scheduled for the next little while till I go away. Let's see. What's the next random question? What's the most difficult thing about being you?
What's the most difficult thing about being you?
Oh, that's a tough question. Margaret likes to snuggle her.
I was going to say being alone now that my husband's gone, but I've gotten over that, so. Because we would have had 45 years anniversary this past week. And I didn't even realize it until I was talking to Michael Ann and saw the date, and I said, oops.
Liz says, I'm short, hard to find good pants. I think Roxy can sympathize with that one.
I buy capris. I don't have to hem them, and I make sure I don't dry them, at least for the first few washes. And
Chris says his farts. Oh, the hardest thing about being me.
Being short. That's mine, being short.
I'm not that tall either, but
if you're over 5 feet tall, you're tall. If you're not 5 foot tall, you're short.
Somewhere between, I was like 5'4" and 3/4, but I think I'm a little under the 5'4" now. But hardest thing about difficult thing about being, I don't know. Don't know. It's that's a tough one. I'll have to think about that one. There's a comment back here about sunscreen. Mine's packed. We'll see what another, if I come up. What was the situation you thought it would be terrible, but you actually enjoyed? That one sucks too. Let's find another one. Do you have any phobias?
Do you have any phobias?
Do you have any phobias or any fears of things?
Yeah. Snakes and spiders.
Snakes and spiders. Mine is heights. Yeah. This is not a heights fan either. It's not so much being up high, it's the fear of falling from heights. Because most of the time, you fall from heights, it's going to hurt at the end. Even if I'm strapped in the same. But the weirdest thing is I've been up the CN Tower in Toronto. And that wasn't too terrible because you're all closed in, but still, it's okay to look way out there. Well, don't look straight down. Marjorie, I've had that problem too. When I went to Cuba back in 2019, I took the spray on sunscreen. Yeah, that doesn't work. You still need somebody to rub it around your back because I did this and sprayed it on, and I thought I got it rubbed in. I got a probably a second-degree sunburn, and I had like stripes on my back just the way I had sprayed it. Let's see if we actually can adjust this and get more than one question. Let's go. Let's get 5 questions so we don't have to jump back and forth. Would you prefer to leave where your home? Would you prefer to leave where your hometown and never come back, or stay in your hometown and never be able to leave? Leave your hometown and never come back, or stay in your hometown and never be able to leave. That's hard because I like to travel. Now, if it came to moving, I don't think I want to leave my hometown because my family and close friends are near here.
I mean, I don't want to have to pack up. I'd rather somebody when I'm dead and gone to say, here, pack it. Do whatever you want with it.
But to go permanent leave and not come back, I'd love to travel forever, but I still want to come back because my kids are here.
Yeah, I want to come back.
Left that hometown a long time ago. Hello, bye. Leave. The history part. Well, I traveled 4 different provinces before I was even 5, and I've been on Ontario, Canada forever. Seems now, since I was 5. So I like the traveling part, but I don't want to go away and not come back. What part of history do you find most interesting? Historical facts, like just to believe things happened in the past.
Yeah, my 7th cousin carved Stone Mountain, the presidents on Stone Mountain, whoever they were in the war, on their horses. He carved that, so like you're saying, things that happen that they're trying to erase these days. They want to take that off the mountain.
Oh, Mount Rushmore?
No, Stone Mountain in Atlanta.
I haven't been to Atlanta. Well, I lied. I've been to Atlanta when I was 30 years ago, but I stayed in the hotel overnight and then left. So I don't know much about the history of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Do you have a reoccurring dream? Reoccurring dream as a child, usually nightmares. One with George Burns and one with a Wicked Witch of the West. Both pulled out all my teeth. I remember having a couple of reoccurring dreams as a child. One was like just one eye. It wasn't like a pair of eyeballs staring at me. It's like one eyeball staring at me out of the dark. And another one, I was upstairs in some kind of building, and I'm looking down through a hole in the floor, and I could see these people sneaking around. And it's usually, the one night I remember having that, I fell asleep in my aunt's car in the back seat, and she was picking somebody up or dropping somebody off, and I woke up from that one, and that freaked the hell out of me, because I don't know who's down there. And but any recurring ones now, ones I've had in my adulthood, they seem to be more of like a premonition or a deja vu type of thing, because I'll find myself in a situation later on going, I've seen this before, but it's been in a dream. that freaks me out.
Yeah, I've seen that this weekend. I said, I've seen this person before. Never met him before in my life, but it. So I either in my dreams knew I was going to be there, or either she was at somewhere else in my life.
Marjorie says her goal is to permanently move on to a cruise for free food. I've watched a couple of people that have moved on to cruises. One lady's been cruising random cruise ships for about a year and a half now. It was quite interesting. Like she sold everything, and she's been on different cruise lines, and she'll stay like sometimes it's been as short as couple weeks or something, and then she's been on for a couple months. It would be interesting. I would first like to go on a long cruise, like just to, 2-3 weeks and see what it's like. But I get tired of this.
I would love to do it, but not on like I watched the cruisers that live on the Villa V. Well, there's no entertainment. You do have a piano, and somebody that lives on there plays the piano. That's all you've got. So if I could, some year, go and take a transatlantic, then take another one, that would be neat.
Well, how was it? This lady took the transatlantic going across to Spain, and then traveled around there while the ship was in dry dock. Spain or that area, could be Italy. Stayed while the ship was in dry dock, traveled around there, and then got back on the ship to come back over. So that would be interesting.
That would be interesting. Yep.
What is something that you like that your parents do or did?
What is something you like that your parents
do or did? Because in most of our cases, a lot of our parents are gone.
Something our parents like that we like.
One thing we did when I was younger, because we had a camper, is we'd spend the summer camping at a campground not far from town, like, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes away, close enough for my dad to come in to work when he was still working, and then Mom and I stay out camping, and that would be the summer. And then later on, we started traveling around, going to different places. My dad wasn't much of a traveler, though. He preferred to stay in town, and Mom and I went to different places.
Now, I like the same kind of. My dad loved black eyed peas, but when he was growing up, his mother couldn't cook, and when they had them, to make them taste good, he'd put mayonnaise in them, and so that's what I grew up eating. So it may sound weird to some people, but I put a spoon of mayonnaise in my black eyed peas. My dad loved them that way.
Liz said played piano. I took 2 years of piano, and I started not liking my piano teacher, who was my cousin, so I ended up quitting. I didn't like practicing. And are you more of a planner, or other question? Or are you a planner or more of a go with whatever happens when it comes to travel? That advertisement's driving me crazy. For the most part, it's been planning. Any of the big trips I've taken.
I would say planning until I get to where I'm going, and then it's like whatever I see, I see. Whatever I don't, I don't.
That sounds like Liz. Planner for the trip, and whatever happens once we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, even planning on the trip that I took out west with my kids. I would we planned to leave this day, and only go so far and whatever. But as we were going, it's like we were traveling along. I was like, oh, that looks cool. We pulled off and looked at it. Go a little farther. Oh, that looks cool. We pulled it off and looked at it until we got to Alberta, and then I was like, okay, we want to go here, 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 here. Wish we had more time traveling out there, but someday I'll get back, maybe.
Hello, Troy.
All right. What's the next one?
I know one of the trips me and my husband was going to see our daughter, and he always took the back roads because he really didn't like going the expressway if we could. Couldn't help it. And we went through this one little town, and it was a Saturday, and then we're having a big festival, so we spent 2 hours in this little town.
Yep. You know what? I've had enough of these questions. It's just driving me crazy because the ads keep coming up.
Then you make up some questions and ask us.
Whatever happens for me. Yep. Hey, Troy. Welcome in. That's what I need to do is hit the lotto. I can travel to a lot of places. I can add more states to my... Oh, I got 2 more provinces to do. I got 3 territories in Canada that I haven't been to, but I probably never will. I got 2 provinces to go do. And I'm thinking I'm 12 states in now. And then I will be adding, I think, 1 more next month. So 13. We'll see how much. I'm not big on traveling. I'd go down under to Australia, New Zealand. Iceland and Greece are kind of on my bucket list, but I'm not much for the Mediterranean, Europe, all that stuff. If I hit the lotto. If I hit the lotto, I'd probably just go, I'm going to go on a cruise from here to there. And take a repositioning cruise from here to there. And, okay, if it stops in Australia, then I'll stay in Australia till something else goes.
Right, there you go.
That was weird. Because when I went to move something, when I put that thing up, hi, Candy. My screen went like it's this big. I got a big white screen and the panel thing's about this big.
You see Michael Ann?
I see you, Candy. Did you have a good vacation from Mom?
Say, I miss my mommy.
You missed your mom?
They overfed her again, so I got to go get more dog food in a couple of days. Here you go, Kenny. You can close that there. Come on, back over to the screen. Of course, Google doesn't want to respond. There we go. Back over the screen. I have some invitations to go different places. I got friends in Arkansas. I got friends in Florida. I got friends in Colorado. As I'm looking here, I got friends in Texas. Where else? Friends in North Carolina.
North and South Carolina.
Georgia.
Got to go through my list. Oh, I see somebody from North Carolina in the basement.
Ooh. I like North Carolina friends.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello, Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
How is everybody?
I'm pretty dang good. How are you?
Doing all right. I've been visiting with my dad and stuff, so.
How's your dad doing?
And he's he's having to hang in there, and he's unfortunately having to wear a catheter full time now.
Well, that happens sometimes when you're no longer spring chicken like you guys.
Yeah, but they have to change it out every 30 days, but sometimes I don't know if they know what they're doing or if they actually do their job. You know what I mean?
I don't know. They have to change it to prevent further infection.
Well, he's already got a permanent UTI that it's all the way through his system, and
That's not good.
They've gave him multiple antibiotics and things, and nothing seems to be working. And of course, his bladder's not working like it's supposed to either. It's not emptying all the way out. So that's the reason why he's having to wear that catheter all the time. It was either that or he'd go on dialysis 3 times a week. And he chose the catheter instead. They did say that they could do that. They did say that there is a surgery that they could do, but at his age, they said he's not a good candidate for it. And he wouldn't, and there's a possibility that he wouldn't survive it. So.
That Groove for St. Jude shirt you have on?
Yeah. Yeah.
The newer one.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's what it is. I've got matching PJs with it too. Blue PJs.
I lucked out when I was on the breeze. I wanted the gray ones, so they still have some of the gray ones left.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I go on a Carnival cruise, I'll get a blue one. But come on, Cheer, move. There we go. You're looking forward to the cruise?
Yeah, I'm getting excited. Won't be too much longer.
How many days?
I want to say less than 50, I think.
How about 37?
37. Wow.
Actually, it says 36.
Or is it 36 and change, depending on what you look at?
I was looking at Shipmate. So, yeah, because I have Shipmate.
Nope, it says 36. You're right.
Yeah, it says 36 until and 36 days until you cruise.
Yeah, NCL says 37. That's what I guess I've seen. Any plans on your cruise? Anything you want to do special, or?
Well, I definitely want to try some more of those virgin drinks. especially the ones that I did not get to try on my first cruise. You know, but
Yeah.
um, but and I also maybe want to try definitely try some new foods that I've never tried before. Hopefully.
Marjorie's saying, what do Canadians do for fun? Will I corrupt you or will you corrupt me on this cruise? Gonna have to wait and see.
Are you going on that cruise, Gwen?
Yep. I am now. Sean says 29 days to a plane ride.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
We're also looking forward to meeting Chris and Liz in 36 days.
They're going to come to the pre-cruise meetup, aren't they?
Yep. After Chris gets done work.
But they're not actually coming on the cruise, are they?
No,
No.
they have other cruises booked, and Chris only gets so much time off. So,
Ah. Hey, Crossover Paranormal.
hello, welcome in. Marjorie says she can't wait to see you, Kenny.
Can't wait to see you either.
That's going to be a fun cruise for y'all.
We I know my flight. Of course, I know it's subject to change, but as of right now, it's leaving at like 2:40 p.m. on Tuesday, the 25th, out of Charlotte, heading straight into Miami, and should get there. It says on the app, on the American Airlines app, should get there about 4:45.
What are you doing in Miami for a couple days?
Well, I'm going to be staying in a hotel room. Because the reason why I did it that way is because transportation, that's Thanksgiving week.
Right.
So transportation does not run. They only run like a half a day the day before Thanksgiving. So they're closed a half a day, and then they're closed the day of Thanksgiving, and the day after Thanksgiving they're closed. So, and they don't run on weekends unless they specifically have somebody volunteer to do airport shuttles.
Wow.
So, but that's the only time they run on the weekend.
Marjorie saying, what about Kenny?
I don't know about that one now. I'm not so sure about that one.
I would do it if we were back in Amber Cove. Where that one is like $20 for as many times you wanted to go.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I've looked at some of the excursions for ziplining, and they're like $60 and $70 and up. And I'm like, yeah, no. I don't want to try it that bad.
I don't want to do zip lining. It doesn't look safe.
Does Chris? Liz, does Chris have his tassels washed and raring to go? Says Sean. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to try to fix this. This driving me insane. So if I disappear, I'll be right back.
Okay. So
Okay.
how you doing, Roxanne?
I'm doing all right. I just got back from my TwitchCon, and I had a great time.
Where'd you go again? I'm sorry.
TwitchCon, you know the like YouTube, but it's Twitch.
Oh, TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Oh, may I ask what that is?
You know what Twitch? You've not heard of Twitch? It's a gaming platform.
I've heard of people use Twitch, like they'll stream off of it.
Yeah, it's a streaming platform. It started out for gamers. Now it's everything you can imagine, just like YouTube. But I don't think you can upload a video on it. It's mostly lives.
Ah,
And they had panels and things. Like I went to one about Minecraft, the game Minecraft. Then I went to a panel on how to get monetized. How to get money, ads and things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, as a matter of fact, I think one of the YouTube channels I follow, I think she streams off of
Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I stream off Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and TikTok.
You stream off on all those 4 platforms?
Yeah, sometimes I'll put a video out on Facebook. Sometimes I'll put out on YouTube. Sometimes I'll put them out on Twitch. I'll do a live on Twitch, but.
Let's see. Margie says, I will keep your food and bed warm for you in Miami.
Oh,
What? It's like Miami. You could, if you could get a.
well, I was, me and Marjorie actually need to have a conversation on how we're going to meet up and how we're going to get from the airport to the hotel, because she actually had, I think she had booked a different hotel from the group hotel because it was cheaper and got a better rating.
I'm gonna check and see if there's a shuttle of some kind.
Because like I said, I don't know. Like I said, even though it says on my American Airlines app, that's subject to change as to, because I don't know if I'm going to run into delay or, until that time.
Depends on the weather too, right, Kenny?
It depends on the weather too, yeah. Yeah, so.
You guys had weather delay coming into Miami the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, Sean. That's usually Kenny's line.
now I'm sure that if those that are trying to get from the hotel to the cruise ship, there's going to be enough of y'all there that they'll say, all right, let's all pile in this cab and that Uber and that.
Well, quite often there's a shuttle from the airport to the hotels, and then sometimes there's, depending on the hotel, there's free shuttles or shuttles where you have to pay for to go from there to the cruise port. I know when we went the first time, the shuttles from the hotel we stayed in then didn't start till 10:30, and our check-in time at the cruise port was 10:30. Yeah, Sean says they're trying to organize a shuttle. So
Okay.
Yeah.
we'll figure that
Yeah.
out when we get there.
Yeah, but if you get there and there's no shuttle to the hotel you're staying at, put the I use Lyft more than I do Uber now because Uber went up on their prices. Lyft is better. Just call a Lyft.
Well, B, Steve, Amy, and I went. We took a Uber to the port. I think it was just under $40.
Yeah.
Three of us, we just split it. But if I was longer in Miami, I'd be trying to get to Little Havana, or at least to get to a restaurant to get another Cuban sandwich.
That Cuban sandwich was good. I
would like to try it again, but
I don't know. I think Marjorie said that there was a Publix right there close to the hotel that she had reserved.
no, I just been trying to Google and look at different places and what's going on. And
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, I'm also one that I don't want to wait till right up to the last minute to try to plan something.
very funny, Sean.
Well, it is dark meat.
It's pork.
Oh, it's the other white meat.
It's usually a couple of pork. I don't have my.
Definitely good, and it'll definitely make your tongue slap your brain.
Well, we ordered. Oh, we were going to order a regular one. Some of us ordered the bigger one because thinking, oh, yeah, because we were really hungry, and it's like I end up ate half, and I took the other half back to the hotel.
I think I ate the whole thing that day, I believe.
I didn't eat the bread, but I ate the meat and cheese from the inside the next morning before we left for the cruise port. So I had something on my stomach before we left. The funny part about going to the restaurant that we went to was Troy. Yes. We were playing Frogger and across the road to get to the restaurant.
Ah.
So it was like a 6-lane road, and it was either you went way the heck down the road that way to that light, or you went way the heck the road down to that light. And we were kind of headed that way, and all of a sudden, next thing we know, Troy and a few others are playing Frogger in between cars across the road. So we all ended up doing it.
Did it remind you of the game Frogger?
Yeah, because it was like you went here, cars go cars, then you went here and over to the next one, then cars. It was an experience, but it was good. It was good. I had that one in. I had tried one on the Horizon from the deli. It didn't even compare to the one we had in Miami. Hey, I'm not the one talking about hanky panky, Marjorie. Kenny's a vacuum cleaner. He eats everything, including avocado and escargot.
Well, I'll only eat avocado if it's in something to where I cannot taste it. Now, I have seen people where they can take an actual avocado and open it up and take chips and dip their chips in it or whatever, and I ain't too crazy about it being that way.
Me either. Or people that's
It's
avocado toast. Let's spread a bunch of it on bread. It's like, yeah.
because it has to be. And again, I'm not crazy. I'm not really crazy about guacamole unless it's made a certain.
Well, see, Americans like to either put mayonnaise or sour cream in theirs, but if you get the true guacamole, it's just your chopped tomatoes and onion and lime juice, and they call that guacamole. And probably cilantro.
I'm not really too crazy about guacamole that much either, but you know it depends on how it's made. You know, 'cause I know different people make it different ways. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's this question, Kenny. Did you try Vegemite on the first cruise?
I actually did a video of it. I definitely was not. That's like eating axle grease.
You eating axle grease?
No, I don't think I would want to try Vegemite.
Alana loves it, especially on toast.
Well, I know Australians like it, but the trick is they don't tell you is that you just put just a very little bit on there. You don't put a big old spoonful.
Avocado on the peel, the pinch of sugar over the top, and drizzle with balsamic vinegar. Yum yum. Is that candy?
Yeah, she's coughing. She come back with a cough.
Not yet.
No.
I think Kenny's a little more innocent, Marjorie. No, not when you get to know Kenny. He seems innocent. I think I'm in the wrong chat. It always starts with him.
Yeah.
The one guacamole I didn't mind is when we were in Cozumel.
Yeah.
The nacho kokum there was a little bit on the edge of my taco and the edge of my nachos. It wasn't too bad. It tasted fresh, but any other guacamole I've tried is like, yeah, no.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Now the hot stuff they put on the table, it was too spicy for me. One bite and I said, no thanks.
It was good.
I tried some guacamole one time at one of them meetups.
I got to be right back.
I can't remember which meetup that I had tried it.
Quartzite?
It might have been, or it might have been at the Oregon meetup.
I think it was around Quartzite.
I think it was California Travel Videos. Gracie from California Travel Videos.
Could have been. I think it was quartzite that you were talking about.
But anyway, I had tried it, and I actually, believe it or not, I actually really like that. But I've had some that wasn't too good.
I'm down for another Tim Tam Slam.
I have some of Tim Tams over here.
You down for another Tim Tam Slam there, Kenny?
Yeah, I'll go for that with some coffee. Oh yes.
Chocolate or coffee or warm milk, they say.
Kenny had coffee. I had tea with mine.
Because you know me, I'm always drinking coffee. So
coffee and chocolate, like that mocha flavor. It's good. But I'm not a coffee. Forgot what you were gonna say.
But yeah, I'm always drinking coffee and water and tea. And like I said, I don't hardly ever drink soda. Now, when I was younger, when I was knee high to a grasshopper, so to speak, I hated water with a passion. And so all I wanted was, if it wasn't, the only way I could drink water is if it was flavored with something. As far as drinking just plain water, I absolutely. And somebody somewhere, I forget who it was that told me, somebody somewhere told me one time, said for me to keep trying it because they said as you get older, your taste buds change. So I took that person's advice and I just kept trying it, and then eventually I liked water. So
I have to admit, I drank a lot of soda up until where are we at? About 12 years ago, I think. That I was Diet Coke all the way until about 12 years ago when I gave it up cold turkey, and then when I want a soda once in a while, I'll either have a root beer or a Mountain Dew, regular Mountain Dew, but mostly drink water. But mine has to be cold or ice water. And I was drinking it fine, just ice water, but then I got on a kick of trying Crystal Light, and it's like, now I want Crystal Light all the time, or I don't drink as much ice water, but better than soda.
yeah, I don't. Once in a great while, I might have a soda here and there, but it's. I'll say this: I don't buy them and keep them here in my apartment complex. I tell people all the time, if you come to visit me and you want soda, you're gonna have to bring me home because I don't keep them here.
The same here. It's like we have 2 Brita pitchers. But we're drinking bottled. But okay, good night, Liz. Have a good night. We were drinking the bottles of water, but
Good night, Liz.
that got to be a pain in the butt to go out and buy water, and then there'll be water bottles all over the place. You have to pick them up, and that. So I went and invested in a couple Brita pitchers, and that's just have to keep refilling them. Although some people here don't like refilling them all the time, but they drink coffee. She drinks tea. I drink water. Once in a while we have juice. Very rarely is there ever pop in the fridge.
But like I said, and when I drink tea, I drink that Arnold Palmer, that half tea, half lemonade.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water, and then I'll have a ginger ale. I buy ginger ale because I don't like caffeine that well. Doesn't like me, so I'll drink once a week. I might have a ginger ale.
Yeah.
So, and I guess you're gonna get your escargot again.
I probably will. Like I said, somebody was telling me. Of course, I've heard a couple others say too that the food is a lot better on NCL than it is Carnival.
We'll see.
As a matter of fact, I think it was my therapist guy that I had, my home health therapist guy that I had come out and do therapy with me for a while. He was telling me about that he really liked it better than Carnival. Another reason why he liked it better than Carnival is you can go casual like to the dining room and stuff like that. Like you don't have to dress up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, there's no dressed up night.
Yeah.
Yep, you know that I've heard other people say they like this shit's food over this shit's food, and one somebody I was listening to said it's not the shit's food, it's the cook that's back there cooking it, because it may say if they're following a recipe, they may decide to add something else in it, and it's not going to taste like the other person's. So
We will see.
yeah,
It is gonna be my third cruise, but first time ever on NCL.
Same. Roxy's been on 2 cruises already.
yeah, I've been on 2.
Her third
I
one.
went on the Disney Wish and then the Breeze, Carnival Breeze.
And then you're going on MSC.
In February, I'm going to MSC. And then in 28, if our friend gets that cruise together, I want to go out of Sydney.
Out of Sydney, Australia?
Yeah. I want to spend a few days in Sydney. I want to go to a candy store out there and meet those people. And
I want to go to the Rocks.
yeah, I want to go to the Rocks.
Ah.
Also, the cruise director that was on the Breeze, he's now going out of Australia, but I don't know where he's at in Australia. And that cruise directors change about once or twice. I mean, about every other year, or every.
Every couple times a year, sometimes. Depends.
Yeah.
This is interesting because Felipe's gone down under, and it was a guy that was on the Horizon that was on the One Squad that was from Canada. He's done some cruise directing on various cruises, and right now he's over in the Mediterranean. It's been interesting to follow people where they've gone. And
Yeah, but Felipe's girlfriend had gotten orders that she was changing ships, so he applied for it, and they both got it, so they're back on the same ship again. They're
nice.
yeah, they're consider. I guess they consider that family, even though they're not married. I guess they consider it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's one of the newer Carnival. I think maybe
Yeah.
Venture or what's it? The other one that were former, was it P&O ones? I think.
I don't know.
Should look at the cruise director schedule. Probably figure it out.
It's going to be good to see you again, Michael Ann.
You too, Candy.
In person.
I mean, I've seen you a few times since the Horizon, but
yeah, it has been a good little bit since we had last seen each other in person, though.
Well, I get to see Kenny again in March. Are you coming to Helen?
Somebody else asked me that, and I told them I was not sure at the time, right now, because I wasn't sure. I was trying to wait and see.
hey, Ringy.
Trying to see what the finances is going to look like. I have to wait till closer to time before I can actually.
I understand that.
Yeah, maybe this year you can drive with your friends from North Carolina and not have to get on a plane and come back down.
You have to wait and see. It's a long way off.
They'll probably ask me if I want to go to Helen this year. They'll probably text me
Right.
and ask me.
It's on my bucket list for the future sometime. Sometime.
Yeah, I'll be back. Got to get Candy back in.
Okie doke. How you doing, Kyle?
Hey, Kyle. I'm assuming that's
Ringo.
Ringo and North? Okay.
Yep, seen him at M25.
I had seen him at was it the 22 that I went to?
23.
23.
23. 22 is the first year I went.
Oh, okay.
So next year, I think you went.
Okay, because I remember going to one of the Michigan meetups.
Yeah, you went in October 20 or September 23, because then you went on your cruise in November.
Candy.
Sounds like somebody's got some kennel cough or something.
She got something.
Poor girl.
Wow. Hey, have you noticed that I don't have that cough anymore?
Yes.
About time.
Yeah, I know. Finally.
3 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago we were getting off the horizon today.
Wow.
Yeah, it was October 15th through the 23rd, wasn't it?
Yep. And we were on the breeze a year ago today.
Yep, I get memories popping up on my phone.
We were the 21st to the 26th.
But yeah,
like
but yeah, I want to know, is it on NCL? Is it mandatory that we have to get the McNasty shot?
I don't think it is anymore, but I don't know in the States what the things are, but I don't think.
I don't think you would have to, or there'd be less people probably going on the cruise.
Okay, because I was gonna say after having my last couple ones that I had, that was rough, and I'm like, I ain't want to go through that again.
I didn't have it before we went on the breeze. I'm debating right now, but I'm also coming up due for the tetanus booster in February, so I'm going to check with the health unit and see whether I should get that now with traveling out of the country or not, and then see also if I should get my flu shot and McNasty shot, or if I can get them in before then. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to put on my immune system. Because the first cruise I went, and I had had 3 shots in for the McNasty before, and I still got so. But I wasn't as sick.
I am gonna plan on getting my seasonal flu shot here next Thursday. So hopefully they have them in stock at the doctor's office. Last time I went to of course I had to switch primary care doctors because the one that I had at the Mozzie Phillips. She was leaving the last. As a matter of fact, that was September the 18th was the last time I was going to get to see her because she was leaving on that Friday or.
Now, if you're talking about getting a nasty shot, a lot of doctors in Georgia won't give them to you anymore. They make you go to one of the pharmacies like CVS or Walgreens that has a minute clinic.
Yeah.
They make you go to one of those.
My aunt got hers last Friday. Or the one grocery store over here that has a pharmacy in it.
Yeah.
I see you down there. Waving at me, making.
I was hoping you'd do this long enough that the other people would be like, "What the hell's wrong with my gland?"
She's really lost it.
Steve?
Mario!
How's it going? Wait, are you guys off live?
No, we're still live.
Are you?
We're still on.
Oh, nuts.
It's all right.
Bye-bye now.
Only for a
No.
little.
You don't,
Only for a little longer.
you don't look too bad.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. You look very nice yourselves.
Thank you.
Well, this little thing.
Oh, yeah, we are past an hour. We're into overtime.
Oh, goodness.
I want to wrap it.
Oh,
I'm going to
shoot,
wrap it
yeah,
up.
it does say that. I was going to start swearing like a sailor.
Since when?
He's dropped a few on my lives a long time ago.
We were out for a little bit, so we just kind of rushed back to get in to see you guys.
Everybody meet new people, so I always yeah. I'm debating. It's been since it's only 37 days. Let's see what they say at the health unit. What was more important to get and stuff.
And, some people who do get the nasty shot, get the COVID shot, they get a small case of the COVID. So if you're going to get it, I'd get it like tomorrow.
So it's going to depend on what they say at the health unit because I'll talk to the immunization people there.
Yeah.
They're the ones that know-how of the vaccines,
Wow.
which is
Well, Florida's got a new law now that they're not going to force parents to get their kids immunizations.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
not going to touch that one, and I'm not going to go into it on live stream. I worked in
Okay, me too. I won't say anything either.
pediatrics.
I know. My daughter sent me the info, and she said, "Yay!" And I was going, "No, you should have got them." But anyway, next subject.
Yeah,
I guess I forgot to put these up. Where'd it go? There we go.
I know who I am now. Since when did I change my name to It's Me Mario?
A long time
Long time
ago.
ago.
Long
I
time
must have
ago.
been drinking something that day. So how's Kenny doing? My God, I haven't seen you or talked to you in ages.
Oh, doing pretty good.
You staying out of trouble? Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot who I was asking.
I'm on day 132. Seizure free.
Sorry, you have to remind me. Okay, what's going on?
Hang on, man. Let me get through.
All right.
He'd been in the hospital. He had been in the hospital a while ago because they had some seizures after he had the shunt replacement.
Okay, yeah, that's coming back to me. Yes, I did know something about that. Yes. Okay. I thought this was something that just happened, and I was going to be like, Kenny, what are you doing?
I've never. See, back in April of this year is when I got sick. It was actually that Palm Sunday before Easter.
Okay.
It was April 13th. And I had went to church that morning.
Okay.
And of course, they were feeding after church. It was their Easter dinner, and I had planned. I had eaten quite a bit, and then I came home, and I started feeling really sick about 3:30, 4 o'clock that evening, and
Okay.
I had really bad abdominal pain.
Okay. The first thing that's jumping into my mind is like food poisoning. Do you think, or
No, and I was upchucking, and
that's healthy? Body's trying to get rid of whatever it was that was making
yeah.
you sick.
Well, anyway, I thought maybe it might have been because I may have overeaten because I have actually done it before,
Yeah,
and
it's not unheard of.
but and then I felt like something was going to rupture in my stomach, and I got to thinking, I better go to the hospital because, like I said, the only thing I got left for them to take is my appendix. And that's what I was thinking was my appendix because I don't have a gallbladder no more. Because I had that removed about 4 years ago. And,
Okay.
but anyway, they did some testing, and I called 911 ambulance people, and of course, I was gonna go to the Spruce Pine Hospital here, but the ambulance people kind of talked me into going to either Asheville or Johnson City Medical Center because the Spruce Pine Hospital is basically more like a Band-Aid Band-Aid hospital. They don't have the equipment or anything like Johnson City Medical Center or Asheville. Well, anyway,
Understood.
so they had done all these testings, and I told them what I had, and I told them I had hydrocephalus and cerebral palsy, and I had a VP shunt. Well, they did all those testings, and they did an MRI, CT scan, and X-rays is what it was. And
But your
then
abdomen?
yeah, and they said that I had a small bowel obstruction in there. So they asked me, they said, when was the last time you went to the bathroom? And I said, well, today, it was on that Sunday because I got admitted I went to the hospital that Sunday night, that evening. And then they also had did testing on the on my shunt, and they found that kink it had a kink in the part where the valve is in the neck area. They first said that because I wasn't showing any true signs of a shunt malfunctioning
Yeah.
problem, that they was not going to do anything. And then a couple of doctors got together and finally decided, well, they better do something because it would eventually quit flowing fluid. At some point, it would quit flowing fluid through there. Well, when they did the surgery, because I had the surgery, I was actually in the hospital the first time from April 13th through April 25th, 26, somewhere around in there, maybe. Maybe after the first part of May, I can't remember. But anyway, I know I did have the surgery April 22nd
Okay.
or 23rd, somewhere around there. I had the full VP shunt replacement because the neurosurgeon had gotten in there. They were just going to do a partial revision, which means they wasn't going to replace the whole thing. They were just going to replace partial of it. Well, come to find out when he got in there, they he did not like the way it was looking, because what I had two catheters going into the brain, a valve, and a catheter that runs down into the stomach.
Right.
So, well, you're not supposed to have two catheters the way it was rigged. Two catheters going into the brain and the valve going down into the stomach. And they tried to see. My last one was sitting on. I think, I don't know how they figured this out, but it was sitting on 40. Well, they tried.
I'm sorry, on 40. Sorry?
Yeah, it's the pressure. It's the
Oh,
pressure,
okay.
the flow. It's adjustable valve.
Okay.
So how they did this one? It's got like a magnetic thing in there. So they take this little, magnet thing, and they put it on there, and they tweak it to where, see, the lower the setting, the faster that thing will drain. The higher the setting is, the lowest setting it can go is 30. The highest setting is 200. The higher the setting is, the slower it's going to drain.
So you've got a pretty open line there.
It's flowing as fast as it'll flow because it's sitting all the way down. It can't go no lower than 30. It's on the lowest setting as it can go. And the only way you can see that valve and see what the setting is on is have an X-ray done, because a CT scan and an MRI doesn't show that part. Doesn't show the.
Yeah, I get that. An X-ray would make sense to me because they
Yeah.
make the valve in such a way that you
Yeah.
could see that then on the X-ray.
And you gotta turn your head a certain way
Yeah.
where they'll be able to see what the setting is sitting on. But like I said, anyway, they had cleared all that up, and of course they had to play around with it to figure out what setting would my system be acceptable to the new shunt and new valve. Well, they first had it on 40. That wasn't right. Then they upped it to 80, 70, and then they dropped, because I was still having, it was like I was having, it felt like my whole head and everything was about to explode. And that's because all that pressure built up.
Okay.
And my but they kept doing testing to see, and they kept reassuring me every time that the shunt was working like it's supposed to, and it was flowing like it was supposed to. But I was still having headaches and still wasn't feeling right. And so
Okay.
they finally had just set it all the way down to 30, and my vision was blurred too at the same time.
Hey,
So
dude, how much fluid did you have in your brain?
it was I produce a lot of cerebral spinal fluid, quite a bit. So
Is that normal to produce that? Okay,
no,
I'm a
that's
bit out of my league on that one.
the reason why. That's the reason why I have the shunt, because
Correct.
I produce too much. And the reason why they want it, the reason why they have the catheter going down into the stomach is because there's more room in your abdomen than there is anywhere else in the body.
I got you. That makes sense. Have you considered selling that stuff? I wonder, not to be rude or anything, but if you make so much of it,
Actually, what happens is my body reabsorbs it.
okay.
Once it drains, my body reabsorbs it.
Okay.
And sometimes, not much, but maybe a little bit, I might get rid of some of it in my bodily functions.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, it's
most of the
produced by your
time-
body, so it's
most of
safe
the
to go
time,
anywhere.
my body just reabsorbs it. So,
Well, if it's something that's made by your body, then it's safe to go anywhere in your body, obviously.
well, I mean, like I said, they told me that if I was really having a true malfunctioning with the shunt itself, it would be just like it would be before. My vision would be so blurred. I'd have excruciating headache, and it'd be, they said I would know.
Well,
I will know, because
well, let's you know what? Let's pray to the Lord above that you don't get to feel that. It sounds quite horrible, to be honest.
but that they did tell me that there is two factors that causes headaches with these type of shunts. One, you can be draining too much. Two, you can be draining not enough.
Well, yeah, I think the second one was maybe your problem. You weren't draining enough.
I don't know, but they had put me a home. I've got one, instead of two catheters going into the brain, I've got one catheter going into the brain, a valve, and a catheter going. It's basically all one piece now.
If you're making so much, like, can they not put a PVC pipe in there like this big? So, sorry, I'm being an ass. Sorry.
So when did the seizure start, Kenny?
Not long after it didn't seem like after I had the full revision done.
Then you had seizures after?
Yes.
Really?
Have you never had it before?
I've never had, to my knowledge, I've never had any type of history of seizures, because, like I said, I've had 3 of them. I've had 3 seizures, but it was after I had the
Revision?
the revision, and needless to say, neither one of them was fun. because they the thing about it is they didn't give me no kind of warning as to when I was gonna have one,
Well,
and
that's hard to predict, man.
and also did not know how long I was gonna be out until I come back to reality. Because there was times there I could be out 5-10 minutes,
Oh, dude.
and my right arm, left arm, my right arm would go crazy, my left arm would go crazy, and then my lower extremities would lock up, like my legs and stuff would kind of
Dang.
lock up, and yeah, and then there'd be times I'd be out like 15-20 minutes, sometimes maybe even 20-25 minutes.
What
Like,
happens if you're cooking when that happens and you got the stove on, dude?
well, see, they got me on this seizure medicine called Keppra. It's a pretty common.
Yeah, that sounds familiar to me, actually.
It's a pretty common seizure medicine they've been giving people for years. And see, the thing about it is that another thing too is that was another thing they tried to pinpoint as to what was causing the seizure activity, but they could not, because every testing that they did, it would show nothing. And they even did an MRI, and I actually asked them several times. I said, "Are these shunts compatible to an MRI machine?" Because I was told once before that if I have an MRI, or
Yeah, V, come here.
had one because of the shunt,
Yeah.
genetic. And they said in actuality that these things are actually MRI compatible now. So, hey V.
Kenny's just telling us about a whole list of other stuff that's going. You know what? You need to stop making more stuff up for yourself. Like, you've got enough, dude.
Well,
you're giving us stress.
Like I said, I'm at 132 days straight. With
Okay,
no
well, that's okay.
seizure
Great.
And we're going to keep it that way. We don't.
Yes.
I listen to the morning show. I know.
Like, dude, if you keep this up, you're gonna have V coming over in a plane,
Well,
and she's not gonna take me. So
the neurologist that I see the first neurologist that I prescribed the Keppra found out he's not taking North Carolina patients. So I had to find one here. I had to find one here in Asheville, North Carolina, that would, because the thing about it is, the neurologist in Tennessee at Johnson City Medical Center, he talked like he wanted to keep me on it for like 2 or 3 months, which I've been taking it, and then try to, and then go from there. But he did not specifically give like a follow-up date, or I'm like, okay, go where? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, yeah. And and then come to find out, he's not taking North Carolina patients, so I had to find one here in North Carolina that was actually taking new patients. So found one in Asheville, and she said and she wants to keep me on it for at least 3 years, and and then maybe try to wean me off of it after that. So, but she also said too, with me already having issues with the hydrocephalus and things like that, there is like a 60% risk of having a setback.
How much was the risk? What percentage?
60. She said that it was like a 60% risk of having a setback and bringing back on the seizure activity. So, because she even asked me herself, she said, have you ever had a history of seizures before? And I said, no. I said, this is all new to me. Because I said, and I told her, I said, it seems like that they did not start until I had the full shunt revision. So.
Okay. So this shunt, it's going from your brain down to your stomach.
Yes.
When you move around, can you inadvertently affect it or kink it off? Or is it set?
No, I asked the neurosurgeon that did I asked his assistant actually,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me, he said, and of course the neurosurgeon himself also said, just keep doing my normal daily activities. And he said that he actually encouraged me to be more active. So,
Okay, that's positive.
because he said that the more active I am, the better off.
True.
Okay.
It's true for all of us.
And
Yeah.
and so
Don't make me walk over there.
I don't have any restrictions because
Good.
But of course, common sense will tell you you don't want to just like bang your head just to be banging, banging your
Yeah,
head.
but okay, Kenny, you don't bang your head normally now, do you?
No.
If you do, that actually explains a lot. But anyways,
No,
I won't go there.
No. So, but I that was also one of the questions that I asked him. I said, "What caused that thing to kink?"
Oh, okay,
And
good.
they said it could be anything. Because I asked him, I said, because I asked him, I said, do I have to be careful on how I turn my head or anything like that? And they said no. Said you can turn your head, do your normal.
You don't feel it in there, do you? No, eh?
I don't hardly know what's even in there.
Okay, good.
I can take my hand and reach back there and feel, but
Because it isn't much of a life if you feel it or if it's causing you issues every time when you walk or when you turn your head.
All the doctors that I've had that they basically told me, said just enjoy, have your normal life. They didn't really give me any restriction at all. And like I said,
delicious.
I just they want me to be able to get as much as I can out of life and just be able.
Well, then, yeah, I would encourage you to do it as well.
So
Like, get out there and chase the girls there, Kenny.
they.
Women.
Sorry, yes, go out there and chase the women.
Lord.
Once you catch one, don't let go, buddy.
Oh.
I'm sure you catch a great one, though.
Make sure. V says, yeah, make sure you catch a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if not, I'll have to go over.
She's you know what? You think that she's joking, but you know what, Kenny? If she will walk over to you in Tennessee if she has to. If she can't find a plane, she will drive.
North Carolina,
Yes.
not Tennessee.
Oh,
Even further.
okay.
North
Whatever.
Carolina.
Right now I am in North Carolina right now, so
You know what? In your neighbor, South Carolina, I send equipment from my work down to you guys to get calibrated. So if you were in South Carolina, then I at least could drop by and have a look at my calibration office.
Yeah, you'd have to go visit Danny D to do that now.
Yeah.
Huh?
Danny D moved to South Carolina.
You moved to South Carolina. Steve, you've been behind.
You're behind the time.
She didn't ask me. I didn't give permission for this. What the?
She offered to give you pop rocks. You said no, then she didn't take your position.
I was going to swear. Can you get us off live?
spectacular supporter.
Yeah.
So she's living in South Carolina right now.
She's your neighbor, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
I did not know that.
That's why she's going to Helen in March.
Yeah, she's going to Helen. Yeah.
Wow. I honestly did not know that.
Huh. See, I wasn't the only one behind.
You boys so behind.
Put that under your tongue and slap it.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe we need to play matchmaker, Danny and Kenny.
Oh. Oh.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
the kids are the same age.
I don't know if Kenny can handle Danny. We've
I'm
all
not
been
even
before.
going
I almost had ice cream come out of my nose. Thanks a lot, there, woman.
that when I scream, but not now.
Oh.
It's delicious.
Dang it. I was going to swear, but we're still live.
I know.
Well, you guys pushed me past the 8 o'clock mark, so I might as well take it to 9.
Mm.
Then people can.
Head over to Controversial Cruising.
Thursday.
Yeah, they're doing a birthday celebration with Linda, the one that does the bull crafting.
Oh, this is Linda?
Mhm.
Linda Coleman.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I didn't get a chance to watch that during the cruisathon. I think that's when I fell asleep. Marjorie says she approves of Danny and Kenny.
I don't know if her friend will approve of that.
Oh, I'm feeling like such a proud papa.
We started by talking, doing random questions, but I got tired of the advertisements kept coming up on the screen, so I gave up.
No. Yeah.
So we just been shooting the breeze,
Woohoo!
Hey, that's a carnival ship.
and we were on it 1 year ago.
Don't shoot the breeze.
And
That's
1 year-
true.
And 3 years ago, we were getting off the horizon.
Yeah, 3 years
That's
ago.
true. 3 years ago, I first met this young man named Kenny.
And were the first to hug him, weren't you?
I was the first to hug him. I took that prize myself. And my brain said, "You don't know what you're doing, Steve. Run like hell." Right.
I know it happens, but not big lot, but because this guy down here has on my life, and so has his wife.
Mhm.
You both have.
I'm guilty.
Apologies.
I don't care.
I mean,
what-
and French is not swearing.
in other words, if we're sitting there shooting the shit, I don't care. But I don't like the other one. But
Well,
To me, that
I'd like to buy a vowel.
that 4-letter word to me is good luck in French. So
Merde,
yeah,
the whole panel are legends. Oh shucks. Marjorie's jealous that Kenny will be more popular than her on this cruise. I don't know.
Marjorie, I don't know.
Well, he's a legend from 3 years ago, but you know you're getting pretty popular out there too in the community.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I actually got a shirt that actually says that.
Marjorie.
Attaboy.
Marjorie, the only thing I want you to do is drag Kenny to the pub crawl. Drag him.
I don't know.
Kenny, run.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
drag. And I did it, and it was so much fun.
I don't know if Marjorie, does she drive or?
On the ship, Kenny, on the ship.
Oh.
She'll drive you crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Dude, run.
Oh, that I don't know. What day is that?
Now, Kenny, are you getting a handicap cart this time?
A what now?
Are you going to get yourself a cart, handicap cart? A wheelchair, an electric wheelchair?
I'm actually gonna bring. I'm gonna leave the walker here
Oh,
and bring my manual wheelchair. So
that's a good idea.
my own personal wheelchair,
Oh, okay.
and
Well,
hopefully,
dude, you can be zipping around that ship from one end to the other.
hopefully the airlines and hopefully when the airlines load it on the plane, hopefully they don't break it even more.
You have to ride that thing right up to the plane's door, and then they will take it from there. So it'll be, it'll be the last thing that gets loaded.
Last time, I think it was actually, matter of fact, I think it was in Helen this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had flew and or something. Yeah, I had flew from Charlotte to Detroit, Michigan.
To Detroit to go to Atlanta.
We went straight into Helen.
Straight in the hell. That's a little bit out of the way.
I was gonna say.
The thing about it is that what it was
There to there.
Crystal from Destinations Delight was the one that brought me into Helen.
That's a few hours out of the way to go from there.
If we did a straight shot, I mean, we didn't stop until we got to the actual hotel. we didn't get to the hotel, I don't think, until about 11:30. Uh, see, I had to fly out of, I had to fly out of Charlotte. See, I had to spend the night in Charlotte the night before. And I had to fly out of Charlotte at around like 7:30 or 7:45 or something like that. It was an early morning flight. And so that means I had to be at the airport 2 hours prior to that. So I had to be at the airport like 5 something.
I remember when V and I went on our first cruise, first flight, first cruise. I think we were up for close to 37 hours, 36 hours. We didn't sleep for like 36 hours.
Because you're too excited.
Yeah, we were too excited. We didn't finish packing until 2 in the morning. And then we got to the airport to get on our 6:55 flight. We were there about 15 minutes before they started boarding.
Because you're stuck on the
Yeah, we were stuck in the
Customs
security
line.
line for 2.5 hours. And I think we got into Miami at what time in the afternoon? It was sometime in the afternoon, like let's say 1 in the afternoon. We got to our hotel. I fell on the couch and didn't move. And V went into the bed and didn't move. And I don't think we woke up until like 9 o'clock at night.
And now, like, we need food.
Yeah, we hadn't eaten any breakfast, lunch, or supper.
Just 2 snacks.
Just 2 snacks on the plane. And V and I, the only reason we woke up is because our stomachs were protesting. They were holding eviction notice signs all around and protesting. They were on strike because we hadn't fed them in over 30 some odd hours. So yeah, if V and I got too close to each other, we would have ripped each other's arms off and eat that. But anyways,
And the credit card would
by the time we got over to the Denny's, I think we ate the rest of the food that they had that night.
Yeah, like you didn't have much.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But what it was is that she had surprised, Crystal had surprised everybody at the Helen meetup, and that's how I got from Detroit to Helen.
Okay.
But my question is, she couldn't pick you up in North Carolina and then go to Helen?
No.
That's weird.
It is what it is, I guess.
I'm not a fan of Denny's.
Was the only thing that was within walking distance of the hotel, or at least that we could see and our brains could function to go to. I'm sure, yeah, in the morning there was a whole bunch of other places, but we had zeroed in on Denny's, and we were
I
like,
got a bonus Sour Patch in my fuzzy pizzas.
ugh.
Oh, I think I had tried Denny's once before. Or I've tried it once since. But when we were over in Port Huron or Fort Gratiot, and we went to Denny's that one time, that was
Yeah,
That's
that was
right, you and I.
bad.
Talking about Denny's restaurant,
Yes,
I've never, to my knowledge, I've never been to a Denny's restaurant.
The one in London is good.
yeah, the one we go to the one in London sometimes when we're in that area.
I've heard it's good, but no, I've only been to the one. I was looking forward to it, and then when we went, I'm not sure it's listed as Fort Gratiot or
Yeah.
or Port Huron.
But yeah, the Bob Evans is better than Denny's, I would think. But
In Fort Gratiot, yes.
yeah,
That was disgusting. Kind of turned me off. Anyways,
it happens. It happens.
I think you're wanting to end the live, aren't you, Michael?
Yes. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Troy says she ain't missing a damn thing from Denny's, and that's in the northeast, so we do not have a Denny's. in New York. And we have like the Toronto and London here, and one across the bridge from me here. But the one I went to there, it was disgusting. But
It was not. Yeah, it wasn't the best.
We'll have to take you to the one in London. It's
Yeah, we
leaps
should
and
do a
bounds,
little-
leaps and bounds better.
We should do a London meetup.
maybe in the future.
Yeah.
However, thank you for everybody that
Hey,
came
Troy.
in. Thanks, Troy. I'll be back next week. We'll getting ready for spooky time. I'm not sure what theme I'm going to do. Probably something spooky, but we'll see.
I'll be finishing up my costume.
This is my costume. You're stuck with it.
Oh my God, it's so scary. Put a mask on.
Good night, all. Bye for now.
Bye, beautiful people.